Hey y'all, happy Sunday. So I have to share this, or I choose to share this. So I was at the Bed-Stuy outdoor block party. It's like music all over the place, everybody having a good time, people watching, dancing the whole night. And I decided to go a little further down at the beginning of the piece and sit down with my laptop and just take in the vibe and watch a movie on my laptop, right? At this little, there were like chairs and tables outside, like a number of clothing stores and I guess sidewalk eateries, snack eateries or whatever. So I'm sitting there with my laptop and I'm putting in my earphones. I'm just chilling. There's other people sitting at other tables or whatever. There's no woman sitting there. So this black man, or this man who has melanin, walked up to me with locks. And he's like, "What are you thinking?" Right? So I got the earphones on. I'm looking, and I'm like, I'm thinking he's just joking around, like, "Girl, what you thinking right now?" You know, playing around. And he's like, he's like, "What you doing?" I'm like, "I'm watching a movie," right? So I'm like watching a movie, but people watching and listening to music, just, multitasking. This dude is like, you can't be here. You can't watch a movie. You can't watch a movie here. And I'm like, okay. So I'm like, this dude, clearly he's playing, right? Because nobody is trying to sit here. So he's talking to somebody and he comes back to me. He's like, "I told you, you have to move. You have to move. You can't be sitting here watching a movie. And I told you." So he starts to grab my thing. I'm like, "Don't grab my shit," right? And I thought about it. I was like, this person, the way he spoke to me is like, he grabbed my grapes, he started putting my laptop, like he touched my shit, and I'm like, wow. Like, if I was a white woman, you would not have done that. Yes, I said that because I know if I was a white woman, he wouldn't have done it. I'm in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. He wouldn't have done that to a white woman. He would have been like, "Miss, you need to leave." Now, what he needs to do, if it was only for patrons, all he had to say to me was, "Just FYI, these tables are set aside for patrons only. But if you like to buy something, I can show you a menu or something." I would have been like, "No problem. I didn't know that you need to buy something. I thought these chairs were set out here for the festival. But I would definitely, patronize your sidewalk eatery or if you have a restaurant or whatever." That's all he had to say, was just like patronize, buy something, because this is set aside for customers only. And I would have patronized him with no problem. But he didn't come to me like that. He came to me like, "What are you thinking?" And I'm thinking he's joking again. But his face is mad serious. I'm like, this dude, this Negro, or I don't know if he's American black, but this melanated person, he fucking hates black women. I can tell the way he approached me. I can tell in his eyes he hates black women. He hates anything that resembles him. Because I know if I was a white woman, he would not have touched my things. He would have been like, "Miss, you must leave." Or he would have been like he would explain to me, "Oh, just FYI, these are set aside for patrons. And if you want to buy something, then you can sit here." But he didn't do that. He didn't do that because I'm not a white woman. Some black men, they only respect white women. They don't respect, if you're a black woman, they don't respect you. They just don't, because you're not connected to the man who really dominates the society. Sorry. Not all, but a number of black men, they hate black women. We're a reflection of them and the position they're in society. And that's why I think he chose to speak to me in such an ill way. He could have handled that so differently. Y'all know I'm pro-black. Y'all know I would patronize a black restaurant with no problems. But the way he came to me, it was very like ambiguous, thinking he was joking when he wasn't, and he was like touching my shit. I just needed to share that. I wanted to share that because it's like, yo, black men who act like that, if you have a problem with black women, you need to get therapy, really. And you need to respect us the way you respect non-black women who are potential customers. He could have had a customer, but because he's such a fucking asshole, he lost out. All right, anyway, y'all, sorry. I want to just share this, like, be respectful to people, especially if they're being kind. Just explain yourself if they need to do something differently. But his approach was so nasty, y'all. All right, y'all, have a good day. Peace.